Hello Scorpio, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Scorpio, we are looking at North Node activation this week. So what can you activate in your life? What can you start doing that has to do with your soul's journey to kind of better itself, reach new heights, find new avenues? Well, I'm going to find out. I'm going to use the my doggy oracle deck. I think it's doggy wisdom or something like that. Going to use the doggies, and then we're going to get into the steampunk tarot and the teeny tiny Rider Waite. Are you ready? So I'm going to ask, what are you being asked to do? What should you embrace to activate this? And your next challenge. The doggies are so good because they're just downright honest with us in terms of emotions, activations, deactivations. All right, Scorpio, what are you being asked to do? What should you embrace to activate it? And your next challenge. What are you being asked to do? Direction. So you're going somewhere. There's a direction being shown to you. There's a direction that you are meant to take here. Oh, interesting. Kind of like right with the North Node. It's, ooh, there you go. North Node direction. Okay, what should you embrace to activate this? Oh, responsibility. You should be responsible. Go towards your responsibilities. Your next challenge. Wisdom. Well, don't you just have the most fun in your confidence, teamwork, confidence. That's what you got there, Scorpio. So, kind of has the feeling like you might have something coming up in your life where you're meant to, the universe is going to guide you here, all right? You'll be shown the way. So that part you don't really have to do, I feel like. But what I feel like you will have to do is take on some sort of responsibility here in some sort of a team endeavor, a project, teamwork. It could be looking after or helping people that are less experienced than you or younger than you. And then your next challenge is to learn something here. Just to learn something from it all. It's kind of funny because they're little, right? It just reminds me, the energy of this reminds me of when I started an art studio and we were teaching art to kids. And you know, I was kind of familiar with kids. I had my own. Doesn't really tell you much about other kids. I was an artist all my life. I was going to teach them shit. He taught me, I think, more than I taught them. I'm sure. Taught me patience and perseverance and changing up that. Oh, what you had planned today is not what you're going to do today. Nobody is interested in the red paint. They're all interested in sparkles. Sparkles, sparkles, sparkles. That's, you know what, right? Because this is it. Your challenge is to learn from. Is to learn something here. So this is really interesting. Where are you going? What you gonna do? You're the one in charge. You're the one who's gonna be responsible. You've got to be confident here that the team can. You got to learn along the way, maybe. Kind of feels a bit like that too. Learning as you go. Don't lose your confidence. You can do it. Oh God, this is funny. Okay. Look, your next challenge. Your next challenge is to learn about happiness and fulfilling, and very quickly. Six of Pentacles is at the bottom. Okay, so let's move these down a bit. Let me look at. All right, what are you being asked to do? You've got direction. I'm going to be honest. It just feels like the last place you want to go, the last thing you want to do. So there's the North Node in all of it, right? Okay. Because at first I thought, well, this doesn't look that hard, but it's literally something that feels like either you're not qualified for it, you don't have the experience, this is off limits to you, but literally it's almost like this energy is waiting for you. It's waiting for you. And the funny thing is, it almost feels like your boss or someone that wants like you to do a project with them or like a group project. And yeah, I don't know. Just you have the Eight of Swords, the Emperor, and then the Three of Wands. So this is where you're going. This direction, what you're being asked to do is to go somewhere. Now, go somewhere that you feel like you shouldn't be going. And this energy expects you. It waits. It's anticipating. So, I'm even seeing someone like, I've literally seen someone just walking on the roof of that house. It was very unexpected. To say that and then look up and see someone where you really don't expect to see them. So that's kind of funny. That's funny. Maybe that means something. Maybe you're going somewhere and you're going to see someone you don't expect to see. That's the direction you're meant to go. I totally lost my train of thought. Like, it was so distracting. It was just like poop, 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 poop. Like it was nothing walking along a roof line that was on an angle. I don't know what the hell. Maybe he's cleaning out eavesdrop, but... So, oh yeah. What I'm getting with this, it's almost like, let's say you have a presentation to do to a group of colleagues or a group of people or... I don't know. But you're not feeling the most confident about it. But you're the one responsible for this, right? Like, that's what you should really embrace, to be responsible. You got to do this. You got to walk in with confidence here. But this doesn't feel confident. So it's like, oh, kind of like sweaty palms and nervous. So, yeah, your reading, I'm really looking forward to clarifying this stuff because it's so funny. And the universe is always trying to push us in directions where often we're resistant. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. That's totally the North Node. That's all covered in North Node with whipped cream. It's whipped cream North Node. It's chocolate sauce North Node. It's all covered in North Node. You got to go somewhere you don't want to go, or you feel like you can't, at least. Maybe you don't feel qualified, or I don't know. But you should feel responsible. Embrace responsibility. Oh my God, the Hierophant, the Six of Cups in the world. Actually, this almost feels like the end of some sort of responsibility. Embrace the end of responsibility. Because it closes off with the world. What you should embrace. You should embrace the closing off of some kind of responsibility, because that's what happens with these cards. So it's not even taking on a responsibility. It's like closing off a responsibility to people you had with in the past, because the Six of Cups is here. And the Hierophant is the most responsible card of all. Commitments that we make. Activate this. Some sort of ending that you've had here where you were responsible. You were the responsible one. Maybe this direction has to do with going somewhere you couldn't go before because of some responsibility that you had. Because it feels like you can't with the Eight of Swords. But then it's almost like this energy is expecting you. So that's intriguing. so it's like embrace the possibilities that exist after closing off something that I want to say it almost feels like you were solely responsible for it, or you were mostly responsible for it. Where that came from, for it. I've been noticing this, I don't know, and I don't mean to be critical. I'm not being critical, but it just sounds funny to me. And y'all probably think I sound funny because I'm Canadian, eh? And most of you are American, huh? And one of the things I'm noticing is Americans really drop the T a lot on the end of words. And it sounds funny to me. Important has become important. Important. See, I can be American. Important. That's important. Notice that. I notice that a lot. And it sounds so funny to, and this seems like a new phenomena. So it's almost like watching language evolve, which I think it does. And it's fascinating to watch that, right? It's like, oh, look at that word. Like, and there was another word too, where you guys are dropping the T at the end of things. Yeah, because it just sounds funny. Camille would say, yeah, that's very important. Right? So, I don't know what that was all about. But anyways, why did that come up? I don't know. So, your next challenge is to be smart here. And quickly. But look, it's the 10 of Cups. You have wisdom. You have wisdom. The 10 of Cups, the Sun, and the Knight of Swords. You're like, you don't hesitate with this. You know where your happiness is and you go for, oh, maybe that's what this is all about. What you should embrace is to, you're like, okay, closed off some sort of responsibility. What do you want to do with your life now? Oh, yeah. Well, your next challenge is to go where you know your happiness is. Because responsibility is not always where we're happy. There, you know, it could be fulfilling. I don't know why you won't lay in that bed anymore. It does not smell like Larry. Well, maybe it does to you. Lily will not lay in the dog bed anymore. So she's scratching at the rug. The rug's not fluffy and cushiony like the bed. Why don't you lay in the bed? I can't wash the blanket every time Larry's been in it. I flipped it over. Dog is killing me. I love you. But yeah, whatever. So, you know, this is what you're supposed to do. You close something off here, and it's time to have fun. It's time to have enjoyment. It's time to learn about joy. Here you go. It's time to learn about joy because it's wisdom. So what do you need to know about happiness and how fast it can actually happen for you? Because you have the Knight of Swords. It doesn't hesitate. It's just flying in, honey. Or maybe somebody's flying in. I don't know. All right. So it kind of also feels like almost like a new direction. That's what this is about. What you're being asked to do. A whole new direction in your life. This actually has a feeling of judgment. So I don't know what y'all closed off here with the Heartfelt. I'm going to find out when I get over there. But it's closed with the World. And successfully. So direction. What are you being asked to do? Oh my God, the 8 of Swords again. And the High Priestess. Wow. It's like the one place the universe really wants you to go, but you're like, oh no. Or maybe you couldn't because of something else you had going on, because that's closed off. And it kind of feels, I kind of feel like whatever you're being asked to do, like when you do it, that takes you to your challenge. And so your challenge is to find out about real joy and happiness and emotional fulfillment. Oh gee, darn Spirit. That's the worst challenge ever. Okay. So the 8 of Swords. Well, why? Why is it? Okay, either, well, maybe it was, you know, when you have obligations and responsibilities, you don't always have the time that you want for things to do. This is your time. That's what this feels like too. Like this is your time. Your time is yours. Time is yours. 8 of Swords. I keep watching for the man to walk on the roof again. The 2 of Pentacles. As it's funny I say that because it's like, you know, what you have time for, what you can manage, like juggling different things here. So there's something here that you're closing off, you're finished with it, you're done with that shit. And I actually can hardly wait to get over there to find out more about that, because I'm guessing it didn't have anything to do with this. Learning all about happiness, fulfillment, dancing, sitting on the park bench, cuddling. The Emperor. What is this? Okay, you got the Ten of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, if this is you, maybe the Emperor, yeah, probably. Maybe you were the boss. I don't know. Well, that could be possible. Because it looks like here, like an ending, a difficult ending, a complete change or shift from who you know yourself to be, and healing that, and then feeling excited and inspired and invigorated. The Three of Wands. Maybe you told your boss to shove it. I don't know. Now go and have fun. The Three of Wands. Oh, this is funny. Oh, what is this? The Three of Wands. Okay, it's the Seven of Wands and the Page of Swords. I'm going to say right now, it's almost like whatever this energy is that you're supposed to go towards. And maybe it's a person. Maybe you've been like a workaholic all your life. Maybe you've sold your business, you've retired, or you just quit, or you're taking a sabbatical or a vacation. I don't know. And your spouse is like, you know what? I never see you anymore. I don't think you care about investing in our relationship. And so it's like, okay, I've closed that off. And now, because honest to God, this energy, it's kind of cute, to be honest. It's like, well, where are they? Are they coming around? Well, I don't want to see them. Where are they? Because of the Page of Swords. The Three of Wands is kind of expectant, right? And then the Page of Swords is keeping an eye out. But the Seven of Wands, no, I'm just... And I'm just laughing because to me that kind of feels like, right, like if you have a partner or somebody, I don't know, maybe it's just even yourself, like you don't even know how to deal with the things you want to enjoy now. But it's kind of like, yeah, I love you, but you piss me off. That's kind of what that feels like. Or I'm expecting this, but I don't want to talk to you. So I don't know what you're dealing with, Scorpio, but that's where you're going. Or at least that's what you're being asked to do or go. Okay, now this is what I want to see. What is all this responsibility? Oh, it's funny. Looking at these, and I think Cocker Spaniels generally have like a resting sad face. But the one in charge looks kind of like sad. And then the one right there looks like I just got caught doing something I shouldn't have been doing. And then these, look at this one, it's like I had nothing to do with it because he's distancing himself from that one. Could be too, like it could be like you could have a lot of kids, and maybe like even if maybe you're even a stay-at-home parent and you've been like looking after the kids a lot, or your spouse has been working all hours, and it's just like the responsibility is down the toilet. That's what I'm really getting here. Like responsibility is down the toilet, and it's time to learn about, well, maybe even about your relationship a little bit more. Oh, it's so funny. And this one is like, I don't even know I'm here. I was just watching. But this one is like, I am not. Included that one. This one's in trouble, and this one's like, oh my God. So responsibility. The Three of Pentacles, the Moon. Oh, and the Eight of Wands. Oh, when the hell do I get out of here? Three of Pentacles responsible. You're responsible. Well, in teamwork, that's what this feels like. Confidence in teamwork. Maybe it's time to develop a confidence in another area of your life. Confidence in teamwork. You're the responsible one in the teamwork. My hand getting itchy now. Maybe you're going to get less money when you lose. Because it's the left hand, right? Isn't the right hand receiving? I'm going to scratch that one. My left hand was itchy and you're reading them. But for my own person, gonna say right hand. Yeah, you're the responsible one here. Maybe you're a project manager, or maybe you're the head of a business or the household. And but the moon and then the 8 of Wands is like, well, when do I get to move? When do I get to go? When do I do something? When is I don't know, maybe when this responsibility is over. I guess that's happening. Embrace it. It says embrace, so it's almost like not something you need to actively make happen. It's something that's happening and you should, like, yeah, it's real. Hold on to it. Enjoy it. So I don't know, this could even be like maybe something that's happened here. Maybe you've needed to take a break from work. Maybe you're exhausted with the 10 of Swords and the 4 of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So it's about getting your mojo back, getting your health back. And yeah, but I'm going to tell you, if there's actually, the only pentacles that have come up are that 3 and the 2, juggling things. I mean, maybe you're going to feel like you have to juggle your money a little bit more carefully as well. But at the end of the day, what you're really going to be learning about here is just like absolute real happiness. Feeling great, feeling healthy, feeling strong in yourself and the connections that you have with people, and fast. The Hierophant. It's almost like a quick improvement, right? Oh, the Fool. There, see? There's a fresh start. And the Hierophant is, the responsibility card. The 6 of Cups. The 9 of Swords and Judgment. Okay, so this feels like having a new beginning. Oh, could too, right? Like, the 6 of Cups, it's somebody from your past or like a soulmate connection. And it's the 9 of Swords and Judgment. Like, oh, when is this really going to get going? When is there going to be a start here? When is there going to be a new beginning? Again, I'm seeing you if you have a partner. Actually, if you don't. Well, I still feel like you're taking a break. If you have let me finish my thoughts, sorry. If you have a partner, it does feel like waiting to get time off or something around that. And maybe, you're like, I need to invest more in this relationship. And a small investment goes a huge way here. It really does. If you don't have a partner, well, maybe that's the thing. Like, maybe you haven't really spent much time developing relationships that are more personal to you. So the World. Well, that's enough of that. God, the 10 of Wands. Well, thank God for that. That's a lot. So, well, you were the responsible one. Carried all the responsibility. And that's the end of that. So now it's time to have fun. Jeez, you guys are getting great readings. I have to wait for mine. My North Nodes, where are we now? Oh, it's a couple more. I soon there. Wisdom. This is your next challenge. No, I actually already did my North Node. I shouldn't say that. I already did it. So it might not even come out in reading. Death, and I really shouldn't. Death and the Hanged Man. God, this is, okay, a very different perspective in terms of, well, it's you. This is even creating a different perspective. Because it's your card. So you create a different perspective about who you are. And that would make sense. This is a whole nother avenue of your life here. It's also sort of, I want to say there's a balance here. If I'm like reading for someone who tends to be on a bit of extremes, you know how some people can have, okay, if we're talking about different ways to balance your life, some people can balance day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year, and that never kind of seems to change. My work balance with my family and my life and my personal goal, like that, you kind of have a good give and take here, where you seem to be like all in right here, and then that's over. All in right here, and then that's over. And all in right there. I don't know what the other ones are, but I definitely see there's like kind of an all in because you carried the responsibility. It kind of has a sense like a project manager too, with responsibility in the Three of Pentacles. Like if you're working in a group, you're basically the one in charge, and then you're ending this, and it's like you're carrying all the responsibility and all the burdens that go along with it. And now you're just like going all in over here. So 10 of Cups. The Ace of Swords. Oh, very clear. And the 8 of Pentacles. What are you sure about with work? Why are you bringing work back into it, Scorpio? Why is work here? Oh, I see. Okay, this is, you want to put the work in some other area of your life. Duh, Cindy. Yeah, okay. Took me a minute. Sometimes the obvious goes beyond me. Too deep. So yeah, so you want to put the work in. This is your new truth. Your new truth, Scorpio. Your next challenge for your new truth is your new truth, which is you want to put, or is to put the work in, is to perfect relationship. And then the Sun, well, that's kind of on its way to perfection, I would say. The 9 of Cups. Wow, you're going to make your dreams come true. I think these two are cute. You're going to dance. I don't know. Maybe you're going to dance outside. The dog always wants to get involved. Whenever there's affection between two people, the dog's like, hey, hey, hey. I need some too. The Knight of Swords. And this is fast. This is like, don't even hesitate. What are you waiting for? Well, I don't know. What are you waiting for? Okay, you wait. The Knight, the 2 of Swords. Oh, the 3 of Swords. The King of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups. The Knight of Swords. Oh, well, the King of Pentacles could be responsible too. That is kind of the responsible person. You've had to make some tough choices. It does really honestly feel like having to make, these are choices that, you know, it doesn't feel like regardless of how you navigate this, you're going to end up really feeling hurt. So maybe you've even had to like make some choices kind of against, oh, what is this coming up? The reading I did for Pisces a little while ago. It was courageous enough to break your own heart. Yeah, that's what that was. That's kind of what this feels a bit like. And then the King of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups. So walking away with your responsibilities or walking away from your responsibilities? Because then you go into the Knight of Swords. And again, the energy is here because it's almost like it's your choice, which I like. I think those are good. It is your choice. Teamwork, confidence. What's this teamwork about? These guys are cute. They didn't look like they got in trouble. Look at the difference between these three. These three. Oh, that's funny. Anyways. I get so distracted with this deck because it's so cute. Teamwork. They're so expressive, their faces. The Knight of Cups, the 5 of Cups, and the 6 of Cups. All right, what's going on here? Because there's 3, and we got 3 clarifiers. So in this teamwork, we have someone who moves forward with their heart. We have one who's very disappointed with their heart. They're all cups. And then we have another one who is very nostalgic about their heart. So it's weird. Like I'm almost prone to read that like 3 individuals and 3 emotional attachments to each one of them because 3 cards came out. If I don't read it like that, I would say there's almost like a heartfelt gesture that is, it's left in disappointment. But then it's almost returned. Well, that's interesting. Then it's like, no, it's picked up and returned. That's exactly what that is. See? Look at the, oh, tag team. That's the kind of, sort of. So this knight, right, he's moving forward with the cup, but then the cups are on the ground and it's disappointing. Someone's disappointed. But then you see these two here, it's like this one has picked up the cup again and then handed it over. Again, it has that feeling like maybe you've been like too focused on work or other projects, and your partner, or you could be friends. Yeah, something here. It's like, oh, cool, you want to come out and play, Scorpio? I can't, I have to work. Okay. Bye. And then, I don't know, you finish whatever you're doing, and then here, it's all, I really feel like that, like you're picking up the oh, here. And that's teamwork, right? I get a sense of teamwork. So, confidence. The Emperor got left behind when I picked up the deck. That was really funny. Confidence. What's this? Oh, the Empress. Oh my God, and the 10 of Cups. Holy crap. That's, oh, that's happy. The 3 of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. What is weird. I feel like my heart is racing all of a sudden in your reading. It's like a nervous, excited, anxious energy. What are the birds out there? Oh, I have to fill the bird feeder at the front. What was I saying? I don't know. I just got like distracted. Like this energy is like, oh. I'm going to go do your extended. This is really nice. You can have the this is, oh, see, this is a different type of work. This really is. You're trading one type of work for another type of work. And the one type of work you were doing before, I don't know, the 10 of Wands. This is just, this feels so good. This type of work. So I'm going to go to the extended. In the extended, Scorpio, we're going to look at South Node. And in the South Node, I ask, what are you being asked to stop doing? What you should soften your grip on or change your concept of, and your next blessing. Thank you so much, Scorpio. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.